You know, I've been noticing something. You guys aren't in the commenting mood as you used to be. You know, you guys can leave comments if you want to say something. Just saying, because I do appreciate comments as long as they're not fucking stupid. And I like getting decent comments more than I like not getting comments. So, you know, just saying, because I don't know. Anyways, hey guys, well, we got a match here today against dropper24 from the smogon Wifi Battle Finder Place thing. So anyways, team I'm using, it's basically the one team where I had the Terrakion and the blah 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 blah, except I put bulk up Breloom in it, and I accidentally built the same exact fucking team just with Breloom, and I was like, oh wait, I did that, whoops. Because I wanted to test out that Breloom, because I thought bulk up Breloom was cool. So anyways, his team, you know, it's fairly standard. It's kind of like mine, except he has, instead of Jirachi, he has Ferrothorn. Instead of Breloom, he has Terrakion. And then Scissor and Rotom instead of blah blah blah. But anyways, so we got similar synergies going on, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how it plays out properly. But looking at his team, if I had a Terrakion on my own, it would kind of do some work, except for Latios. So, but Breloom, if I'm able to get Latios out of the way, that'll give a lot of leeway to Breloom, and also kind of containing Rotom would help too. And then after that, maybe Latios will be a bit annoying, but otherwise I should have a fairly easy time going around his team once I get rid of Latios and Rotom. So those are the main things I'm watching out for. Leads, I think he might actually lead off a Terrakion or something, so I decided let's go with Gliscor, just because I'm weird like that. But he actually decides to lead off with Rotom, and I'm like, okay, great. I had to deal with Rotom first turn, but since I do have the Protect, I can scout to see what he's going to go for, since I know he's going to be choiced. So, yeah, Protect, he goes for HPS. I'm like, okay, well, let's just go out to my Gastrodon, since that can take on Rotom H anyways. But he predicts that and goes out to his Ferrothorn, so I'm like, oh, well, okay then. I know he's not going to want a Thunder Wave, so I'm going to go out to Breloom, because I know that can take any hit I want to go for. If he decides to Stealth Rocks, my team isn't Stealth Rock weak, so it's not going to be a huge issue, since a lot of it does have some decent recovery to get around those Stealth Rocks. So, just going to Spore here. He decides leaving that Ferrothorn as Sleep Fodder, which means he has to play that Ferrothorn really fucking well, because there's a lot of things that his Ferrothorn can switch into that would really help getting Iron Barb's damage on or getting good switch initiative. But then I got that Magnezone in the back, so he's got to watch how he plays it. So, Drain Punch, just because I wanted to Drain Punch. And he brought in Scissor, does a nice chunk, but I'm going to have to switch out because I know Breloom doesn't want to take it, and whatever he U-turns to probably can take a Drain Punch well enough, so I'd rather just go out to Gliscor. And he brings in the Latios on the U-turn, so I'm like, okay, let's just Protect for some extra recovery and maybe see what he locks himself into, because I saw Terrakion, so I'm figuring that might be a setup guy, but he's using the Latios with a Calm Mind, so I'm like, fuck! Well, that was perfect. I let him get a free Calm Mind for no reason at all, so I gotta switch in Jirachi, because that's the best thing I had to take on Latios. Without my own Latios, like, only chance I had to take on his Latios is either my Jirachi or my Latios winning a speed tie, unless he has HP Fire, then I can just naturally outspeed him. Anyways, yeah, brought in Jirachi. He decided to switch out to Ferrothorn, knowing I'd go for Body Slam to try and, you know, hit it, because if I don't get that paralyzed on Latios, it'll be a bit more annoying, and he realizes that, so he might as well just switch out. So now, he's going to switch out again, I think probably just predicting my Magnezone, because Scissor can take a hit from Magnezone unless I run the HP Fire. But if I run the HP Fire, Latios can easily kind of take a hit. So get the Rocks going instead, because I knew Ferrothorn would at least have one Sleep turn, plus I knew he'd want to switch anyways, so it's not a huge deal. So Iron Head the Scissor just to get a little bit of damage off, and then I know, alright, he's probably going to switch now, predicting the Iron Head, so I might as well fire off a Body Slam, and he goes into Rotom. And I do get that Body Slam pair off, so that is pretty nice. So now I'm just able to go for an Iron Head if I really want to. I don't want anything else to really take a hit, because I know he can also carry the Trick, and nothing I have wants to take a Trick. So I might as well just let Jirachi take it if I have to, or just try and flinch him so he doesn't even trick me. But that's not the case, because I get tricked, because Paraflinch didn't work. But anyways, I know Gastrodon can take any hit this thing wants to go for, so we're just going to go out to that, and yeah, I easily take that HP Ice, and I think, okay, well, he's got this in now. He's probably going to want to switch over to his Ferrothorn just to tank a hit, or something else to tank a hit that isn't Rotom, but he decided to stay in, and I'm like, what? No, no, you're supposed to switch. Why aren't you switching? So, yeah, brought in Magnezone, and I'm like, ah, derp. But now, just going to go back out to Gastrodon, because again, I can take the hit, so I might as well just do it. And he goes for Overheat now, and that will do a little bit, but still not that much. So here I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to fire off a Scald in case he wants to go out to anything but his Gastrodon, because I figured he might want to. So I didn't go for Toxic, kind of like a dumb fuck. But he goes out to his Gastrodon, and I'm like, wow, why did I not predict that? What am I doing? Why are you so dumb? But at the very least, I can Toxic him here and get that going. So I'm going to fire off a Toxic here. And I'm kind of hoping he might predict my switch out and want to go for a different move besides Toxic. But it turns out he just wants to Toxic me because that seems like the best viable option. Because, I don't know. Well, then again, Toxicing Gastrodon is always nice. Because why else would I Toxic his Gastrodon unless it's nice? But I know my Breloom should be able to take any hit this thing wants to go for. Since I am a special defensive build because that's what Bulk Up Breloom is. So take the Earth Power decently enough, and that does threaten him out with a Seed Bomb, so I might as well fire off a Drain Punch instead of Seed Bomb, because I know he's probably going to want to switch to something to take the Seed Bomb, so I'll also capitalize on getting a little bit of extra recovery back, even though it won't do that much. But he goes out to Latios, does a little bit, and I get almost back to full from the Drain Punch, but then Poison Heal just bring me up to that, so that's cool. So I'm going to go out to Jirachi, because I do not want to take a hit with Breloom. I don't know if he's carrying the HP Fire. I know I can't really kill him before he kills me, so I might as well just go out to Jirachi, try and fire off a Body Slam to try and take him out, but he decides to go out to his Gastrodon, predicting maybe my Iron Head, and I totally forgot at this point. I was like, wait, I'm probably faster since I have the Choice Scarf now. I probably should have gone for Iron Head, but you know, that's how dumb I am. So fire up a Body Slam again, and he predicts me to switch out, so he goes for Ice Beam, because I have no reason to stay in right now, because it would just be better if I did switch out. So he's predicting my Breloom right now, and I'm just staying in and Body Slamming, because I'm just like, fuck it. But yeah, a Body Slam almost brings him down, and Toxic almost brings him down, but that's enough to where I can take him out with Body Slam, so that will be taken out by the Body Slam, so goodbye Gastrodon. So now he's going to bring in Scissor, and at this point I'm really just sacking Jirachi for no good reason at all. Like, I really should have preserved it more, because I totally forgot that I would outspeed a Latios, so I really should have worked to preserve this thing, but get the power on the Scissor, and yeah, so now it's even slower than it used to be. But he gets a U-turn off. I live with 9, so I can fire off more Body Slams. Woohoo! But Rotom comes in, again, gonna fire off a Body Slam because I have nothing better to do. He gets paralyzed, so that means I might be able to take him out next turn with a Body Slam, so that would be kind of nice if I do. And do I? Do I? Yeah, I actually take him out. That's actually kind of nice, because now it's a dead Rotom, and even though it was paralyzed, you know, it's still a Pokemon, so I might as well try and take out all the Pokemon, right? But anyways, Scissor comes in, he's just going to fire off a Bullet Punch, because that will take out my Jirachi, and he wants it out of the way, because it's already caused him enough grief as is. So going to Magnezone, and I'm a Magnezone, I know I can take Bullet Punches, so just going to sub up, and then the following turn I can fire off a Charge Beam to try and get +1, because that will be my best way to try and take on that Latios. So, you know, might as well go for the smart move, which is obviously Charge Beam. And that obviously takes him out. But unfortunately, I do not get the special attack boost, which was kind of obvious because I've already got enough luck this match. So, obvious. I just really want to say obvious more. That's really it. So, whatever. He Coal Mines up on my HP Ice, and I'm like, ah, no, I don't like this at all. So yeah, so at this point I've kind of seen all of his moves. I've seen he has a Surf, Calm Mind, Dragon, well actually I haven't seen the Dragon Pulse yet, but I know he has Dragon Pulse for sure. So he has Surf, Calm Mind, Recover, and Dragon Pulse. So I know he'll probably want to Surf me to try and break my sub or go for the Recover. So I figure, alright, this is a good way to get in my Latios so I can try and fire off a Draco Meteor against him. And fortunately enough, I do in the speed tie, and even though he's at +1, that is a Specs Draco Meteor. That will take him out, and yeah, that's a huge threat out of the way, because now he'll have a bit of a hard time dealing with Breloom, except he has this Terrakion, which can easily OHKO it, so, you know, that's a thing. But gonna go into Gliscor now, because that's, you know, the way you counter Terrakion is going to Gliscor. He sets up a Rock Polish, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, I don't really care. But then he sets up a Swords Dance. I'm like, alright, I can probably take you out with Earthquake. That's not a huge issue, because, you know, Terrakion isn't the most bulky thing in the world, so I should just be able to Earthquake him and take him out with the Earthquake. But it doesn't, and I'm like, wait! And then he Stone Edges me, and I'm like, alright, I can live this. I've seen Gliscor's live it before, but then he crits me, which means I have no chance of living. But I notice how much he does with Life Orb, and see how much he's at, so I'm figuring, okay, Gastrodon, go, get killed, because he should only have one more chance to hit me because of Life Orb, so hopefully he should take himself out from this Life Orb hit. Otherwise, I still have Latios, and all he has left is Ferrothorn anyways, so I could have sacked Latios if I needed to. But, like I said, all he's got left is Ferrothorn, so I should just be able to win, because Breloom with Bulk Up easily beats a Ferrothorn with absolutely nothing. So, get a Bulk Up going just because I know it's probably going to be a 3 KO with Drain Punch, so I might as well just turn it into a 2 KO instead for no reason at all, really, except for just feeling like getting a Bulk Up, because I never got a Bulk Up this entire match, so I might as well spend a turn doing it. So, yeah, Bulk Up and then Drain Punch, and obviously another Drain Punch will take him out after all these after turn effects, but yeah, that will make it be the obvious match, because obviousness is obvious. But yeah, that is the match. It's a good game. Dropper24. I'm probably never going to use this team again. Even with Terrakion in it, it's still a bit shaky, so it's just kind of like, eh. But I still kind of find it funny how I built the exact same team on accident, except it was a Breloom instead of a Terrakion. But anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, etc., etc., etc. LP part up later, TCGO tomorrow, that kind of stuff. So yeah, la 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 la. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys.